Hi everyone, welcome back to Northstars Live. This is Ellie Marie Watts. The Northstars have just defeated the Melbourne Mustangs 5-2. Here to my right is Melbourne Mustangs coach Maxime Parent. Maxime, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
So obviously not the result you guys are after today with a loss to the Northstars. Run us through what happened out on the ice for you guys.
I think the biggest thing is we didn't start the game very strong. We had a chance to put a few pucks in the net because we had a 5-on-3 for about 2 minutes. It's very simple. I think we didn't battle from the start. We were not ready to play. And as the game went on, I think I'll give credit to the Northstars. They played a very good game. They played a well-organized, simple game, and that's the reason why they won. They played better than we did.
It was a very different game from the last time you were here. You guys really, kept us on our toes, and it seems a little bit like tables are a bit turned, or maybe Newcastle were a bit prepared for a do-or-die kind of game against you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's a poor performance, to be honest. I think we only started playing in the third period, and then in hockey, one period is not going to give you the win. And I thought in the third period we played a very good game. We came back 3-2, and it's unfortunate, and I'm never going to blame the game on the refs, but at some point, calls that should never happen, and they kill the rhythm of the game, and it's starting to be frustrating. But again, we take responsibility for the loss, and we didn't play the game we were supposed to play, and that really cost us, and that's the loss that we can really afford. But we have to get over it.
From about halfway through period 2 into period 3, you could definitely tell there was some frustration on the ice with the tension sort of boiling over and you're getting those roughing moments. Was it pure frustration at the score, or is it, a couple of things, things just not going your way that kind of boil over?
I think it's just the frustration that we've lost a few games in a row now, and to be honest, I think we have the talent to be a very good team, and we're not doing it right now. We're not applying the stuff that we talk about, and that we say we're going to do this, but then it doesn't happen. So the biggest thing for us, I think the frustration was more coming from we're expecting to win without putting in the work, and right now it's got to change. It's got to change because it's a short season, and if you don't turn things around quickly, it's going to be too late. Yeah,
beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Maxime, and we'll let you get back to the team.
Thank you. My pleasure.
So we were just talking with Maxime Parent, coach of the Melbourne Mustangs, and now we're about to be joined by Theriault, coach of the Newcastle Northstars, just to run us through what had happened in today's game. So Joe's just joining us now. Hi Joe.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
I would expect so.
Spin around here.
Yeah, a bit of a swinging chair.
Yeah.
So like we were just updating with everyone, a 5-2 win for you guys tonight, which is a bit different from last time with a 6-5 win and shootout. Run us through, what did you do differently this game?
Keep spinning around here in the chair. So we just we set back. We broke our season up into thirds, almost trimesters basically. So we went 9, 9, and 10. And we just kind of countered and thought, okay, what do we need to achieve in our next 9 games that maybe we quite didn't accomplish as effective as we did in the first 9. One was obviously our forechecking, and we got caught countless times on really odd man rushes and whatnot. So, able to do that, we had to reset our whole forechecking structure, how we do it, when we do it, who does it. And one big thing is right now we're trying to implement with the defense is the defense not pinching in, which again we got caught a couple times, but it is what it is. Everybody's antsy to score goals, so it's really hard to handcuff a lot of guys, like some Matty Lindsay, Malloy, Haas, all those guys. Basically starting from scratch for the next 9 is what we did, and just implementing it and pumping it, doing video, talking, and literally talking and doing 2 hour 20-minute practices every single night for these guys. So it worked out really well. We were going really hard and showed a lot of commitment, and for the whole 50. And that's one thing that we lacked in the first 9 is the 50 minutes of solid play.
So we caught up with Coach Ray Sheffield and then Matt Watini in the intermission, and they both said, you weren't entirely happy with that first period, but you went back, you spoke about defence, and then you kind of, are really focused on that for periods 2 and 3. Would that be accurate to say?
Oh, 100%. I just ripped off them. I wasn't happy at all.
Yeah.
My voice went hoarse and everything like that. And I'm not a big guy yelling in the dressing room.
Yeah.
I think it's very non-effective. But when you have to do it, you have to do it. And everything that we practiced went out the window for the first, not the whole first period, but the last 10 minutes of the first period.
Yeah.
It went right out the window. And it's just a reset button,
Yep.
and however you get that reset button, however you hit it, it's how you got to hit it. If you got to yell, you got to scream, you got to do whatever, that's what you got to do. And that's what we did. And we hit the reset button very vocally, and we nailed it. And then we accomplished what we had to do. So.
Obviously, hockey is about scoring goals, and it seemed tonight that there were some players that really looked hungry to score a goal. Ritchie Tesarik was someone who was really hunting for a goal tonight, I thought, and he really did. He got one at the end there. Is it something you kind of, I don't know how, like you go out and you really just want to score? Is it something like, we played this game against Mustangs, we don't want to do it again, so we're all going to put in like 1,000% effort? What kind of goes into that sort of hunger?
I don't know. I'm not much of a goal scorer, so I didn't know much about hunger for scoring. But these guys, every single one of them want to score. If you're forward, you want to score.
Yeah.
We have very effective guys, goal scoring guys, but we're pretty deep. And Ritchie Tesarik is a prime example of us being deep. And I said from the get-go, Ritchie Tesarik is going to be one of the most underrated players that we have.
Yeah.
And I put him for 20 points this year. He has the effective. He's such a two-way player.
Yeah.
And he, being a lefty on certain lines and stuff like that, it's very, very effective. And he can score. He can score, when just like as an import. You know what I mean? So Ritchie played a high level hockey in Czech. Unfortunately, he went over to play soccer, but he came back and it just looked like he's never missed a step. So huge pickup for us, and he executes what he has to do really, really well.
So going into tomorrow's game against Perth Thunder, is it a completely different game you're going to now be playing, or are you going to take some of the good things from tonight and take them into tomorrow? Or how do you set up for a doubleheader second game?
Yeah, so again, we just hit the reset button, and you play every game's a different game. You can't just ride off the coattails. A lot of teams and a lot of players, if they say, "Oh, we won yesterday, so we're going to keep going pretty. We're going to win tomorrow." But it's not like that. It's a completely different team. We've never played Perth before, so the meet cues there. Leading the league is Bro, Oslansky, and I think Grant Mason. So there's the three top goal scorers of the league are on Perth. You know what I mean? You got to respect that. You got to acknowledge what they're coming in with, and they got firepower. Perth has had a great Sunday outings throughout the season so far. They beat the Bears tonight in a shootout 4-3. So they're going to be, we're neck and neck. We're tied with points right now for second place, but we have a game in hand. So we're going to push at as hard as possible. These guys are going to get a good night rest. We are thankful that we're at home, obviously, again. So we have the better night rest as opposed to traveling and hotels and all that stuff. These guys get a better sleep in, and these guys reset, stick to our game plan, stick to exactly what we've been practicing, and play our game, and make them play our game. We're not going to play their game. We're not going to chase them around. They're going to have to do that to us.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us, Joe.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll probably catch you tomorrow, for Postgame.
Sounds good.
Beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
Well, that was Joe Theriault, coach of the Newcastle Northstars that we just had a chat with. And something Joe just said there, tonight Perth won their game against Sydney, in Sydney, or the Sydney Bears. They won in overtime 4-3. So at the moment, the Northstars are second on the ladder after our win tonight against the Mustangs. And we're second, tied on 18 points with Perth, based on the fact that they've played one more game than us. So tomorrow's game is really going to see who gets that second place spot at the end of the weekend. And joining me now is Zane Jones. And Zane, I saw you wearing the hard-working hat, so are you a bit of an MVP of the game?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to Dane to give it to me. I think my 2 quick goals helped, but we got 3 points. I'm happy.
Very happy. So you actually had your family here tonight watching. After that first goal, there was a huge celebration from you. Was that for their benefit or just for everyone's benefit?
Well, yeah, my grandma got back to Australia June 6th, and my birthday was yesterday, so she's happy that she can come out and watch. And was fortunate to score that first goal. I knew exactly where she was sitting, and I definitely pointed at her. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was wonderful. So yeah, Zane, walk us through that game from your perspective on the ice. You know, you guys did win 5-2, but there was a really tough battle in the middle there towards the end. You know, tensions boiled over. It got quite, a lot of hits against the boards, penalties. So yeah, just run us through what was happening.
I think the first period, I think we killed off 6 or 7 minutes straight. Then I went and scored the first goal. That put them on their heels, but we were on top of them for the most of the game. But it seemed in the third period they definitely knew they had to bring it, and they did. They started to ramp up the physical pace, and we had to answer the bell. They scored 2 quick ones, but fortunate enough for us, we all game we played well, and we were able to stay on top.
Yeah. You guys really didn't let that. So yeah, in the third period there, we were leading 3-0, but there was just a couple of seconds there where the game really shifted really quickly. 3-2.
Thank you.
2 quick goals from the Mustangs. We've got a little fan here accusing Zane his hat. But yeah, so the Mustangs scored really 2 quick goals. It was 3-2. It kind of put you guys on the back foot, but you didn't seem to let that rattle you. You went back and scored 2 more.
No, I totally agree with that. I think our resiliency was sure shown that they could ramp it up, score 2 quick ones, but in the long run, we were able to stave them away and stay on top. It was fun.
Yeah. And so, tomorrow we're back here. We're against Perth Thunder. What are you looking forward to in that game?
Well, they're a very hot team right now, and it's going to be another big test for us. We haven't played them yet, so we don't know exactly what we're up against, but I know my roommate, Robert Hasselhurst, is extremely happy to play tomorrow against them, so it should be a good battle for sure.
Yeah, so that's something we haven't spoken about. Roy Hasselhurst, he came over from Newcastle from Perth, so it might be a bit weird for him playing, his former teammate.
Oh yeah, I think he played 7 or 8 years then.
Yeah.
I know in junior hockey I was traded a lot, but I always loved coming back and playing my old team, so it'll be awesome to see.
Why do you like playing your former team?
I don't know, you've got a team full of buddies still. Obviously when the game starts it's a little different, but you're all friends with them, and you just want to show, you kind of want to show them.
Yeah. You're like, look what I can do, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. Awesome.
So that was Zane Jones, the MVP of today's game for the Northstar. He takes away the hard-working hat. And so we're going to be joined by one more Northstars player, Ritchie Tesarik. Ritchie scored our final goal from the game, which was a 5-2 end. Thanks so much for joining us, Ritchie.
Thank you. Thank you
No
very
worries. You seemed really hungry to score a goal tonight.
much. Yeah, I was.
You were?
I'm every game, that's why I play. Yeah.
What was it like when you finally did score?
I just enjoy myself, it's always good to score a goal.
You seem like you do really go out there to enjoy yourself on the ice.
Yeah, I was on power play, obviously played 5-on-3, I think it was, and I just got the instruction for the boys where to stand, and they did the hard work, and I just scored the goal.
So you come over to the Northstars from the Bears this year. Tell us, what's it like being playing in Newcastle?
It's nothing that I was expecting. Obviously I knew a lot of guys, so I thought it's going to be another season for me. But just fit really well with the guys. Great bunch of guys. Just enjoying myself.
That's
it's excellent. It starts from the bottom to the top. It's just been excellent. Nothing but excellent.
That's awesome. And so we're looking ahead now. Like it seems like one game's done, and now we're already looking ahead. But Perth Thunder tomorrow. You guys haven't played them yet. Is there any chat between you guys about what to expect, or how do you prepare for that kind of game?
Oh, obviously I think Coach Joey watches some games. So he does that. So he comes with some sort of idea what to play. But we don't know what to expect. We don't know the imports. We don't know what style they play. So it's going to be an interesting game. I can't wait actually to play them, because we always, when we used to play Perth Thunder, it's been interesting games. It's really fast hockey, a lot of goals. So I'm hoping it's going to be one of those tomorrow, and the fans will enjoy the game.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ritchie. It's
no
been
problem.
excellent.
All right, thank you.
So that was Ritchie Tesarik from the Newcastle Northstars, our final goal scorer for tonight. Again, the score ended 5-2 from the Northstars. Ritchie is now caught up in his microphone. Beautiful. Well, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Expect it again tomorrow. We'll be once again streaming from about 4 p.m. tomorrow for the pre-game show. We hit the ice. Actually, no, sorry, 3:30 tomorrow. We hit the ice at 4 p.m. It's an earlier game on Sunday. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed today's show and join us again tomorrow.